And I furthermore say this because the lack of leadership within the black community has been firmly addressed. There are no leaders. What you see on the news is nothing more than a group of white-minded, brainwashed, whitewashed, converted black people who are unaware of their blackness, who are unaware that they still have roots to the black cause. These black people have completely abandoned the black mission as a whole because they believe everything, every false belief that white America has ever taught them about themselves. And because of this, the leadership role in the black community still remains it still remains unoccupied, as we are falsely led by the images of TV. We are falsely led by the implication that some of the middle class black people who make it out give us the impression that in order to make it out, we need to conform, to code switch, to whitewash ourselves, to strip ourselves of our roots and our cause, rather than embracing the fullness that is within us. And without actually understanding your role and your mission, there will never be a compass or a sense of realization to the points where there will never be a firm group of people who could do this better than yourself. I find that a common tendency amongst black people is that we're always waiting on somebody to come and drop a pie in the sky, as Muhammad Ali would say. Instead of thinking about how to make that pie, we wait patiently for the white people to even acknowledge us with a smile, or with a pat on the head, or with a handshake, and nothing more than a sign of what they would give to their dog. And as a matter of fact, their dog would probably eat better than the good boy attitude they give to us black people. It's not only until you go amongst your own black people that you are treated beyond a boy. It's not only until you break through those curses that although there may be the crabs in a bucket mentality, there is ultimately a sense of respect if you are the crab who is able to endure and make it out of that bucket and actually show the other crabs how to get out of that bucket, and ultimately give them the reason as to how their white-minded thinking is holding them back, and the same freedom that you feel and the same opportunities that you get are ultimately the same opportunities that should be rightfully so established amongst your other black brothers and your black sisters who are presently trying their best to make it through in this economy and to make it through in this society, and to truly bring forward a sense of stillness, a sense of peace, a sense of purpose. The biggest false belief that I believe we have been indoctrinated with is the fact that we need that sticker, that white sticker, that white certified approval to start our businesses, to start our initiative, when the initiative actually starts with us. There is no way a white man can walk into a black community and tax the black community if the black community is only creating what the black community has made for the black community. The only way they can tax the black community is when we're taking from the white community. And once we actually realize what we are creating for ourselves is nothing more than a sense of security and protection, rather than capital worth for exploitation, you will realize that your compassion and your ability to connect with your black roots and your black cause will grow substantially. And it is only through actually growing past these levels of misunderstanding that you really will bring your life to a proper understanding that we don't benefit from what white America does. We do not benefit when our boss pays us minimum wage to do all the work that he does not want to do. We do not benefit from receiving the criticism, from receiving the hostility, and from receiving the labeling based on the peanut-minded thinking that white people perhaps try to indoctrinate into black people, not knowing that the black man's mind is grand and capable of producing far more labor, far more strength, and far more than any white puppet could ever tell you is bringing towards the country as we speak. So it is only until black people take a stand against America that the system will start to question how much the contribution of black people is needed, as it has been needed and will be needed. And through that, we can establish a peaceful, a mutual agreement to which the white police and the white laws and the white courts stay in the white community, and the black people can establish a sense of firm security and knowledge and judgment and discernment of one another and of each other by tapping into the resources, the international related causes that actually do have the benefit of the black man at heart, as opposed to what white America claims to do when in reality have actually practiced and covertly do the opposites. Okay, and the one thing black people may not be well aware of is it is not until you have actually mistakenly been placed in a white community, in a white school, or in a white home or a white neighborhood that you will realize the truth about white people, which is that your mere presence is nothing more than a threat to them, that they need to, they have a strong urge to just express a sense of hostility and negativity and pessimism to the fact that you inherit all the qualities that they believe that you do not have. And it is your job to keep those qualities, to stand firm on those qualities, and to remember that you are not the only person going through this, and that there are other black people too who truly do realize your focus points, who realize your identity, who realize your worth, who value your contribution. And while your reward may not be, or it may or may not be given to you with the face of a white bill or a white dollar, with a white authority on the face of it, your reward will actually be investing in a community of agriculture, of natural resources, which the white people exploit for a few cents and nickels, and then bring to America and sell within their clothing stores and their infrastructure for hundreds of dollars. And once you realize that your power lies within these countries and these communities who share your wealth and share your heritage and share your struggle, watch your life transform, watch your life change, and watch it really change for the best of the cause and for the relation that currently exists and presently exists and still continues to exist for as long as we are considered black people today. There will be no other reason to mingle or to try and squeeze yourself in or to try and convince yourself that your worth and your life is cater to that of your minimum wage job, when the resources, the tools, the education, the foundation, the principles, and the people, being the black people, have provided you with fundamental equipment to do the same thing that your white boss does to you, and that can definitely be done to yourself in a more ethical manner should you decide to invest in your own people and work amongst your own established firms and businesses.